Okay, so hi, so just want to tell you about my makeup look for today. I actually ended up really not doing that much today, but I did go shopping with my mom for about 3 hours. We just got home at like a half hour ago. We went to the mall at like 1 o'clock and we got home at like 4:30 because we always end up shopping for forever. But there was a coat and cashmere sale at Bloomingdale's, so I got just a couple sweaters, nothing too crazy. I think I only got like three sweaters and then I got two jackets because the jackets were on sale for 70% off, and since my mom gets her discount too, I got like outdoor jackets for like $50. Like insane how cheap it was. Um I would have told Josh, but he didn't come over today. I wanted him to come over, but he told me he had a quiz to study for, which is fine. So, yeah, so I just wore pretty simple makeup. I felt like wearing a pink lippy today though, so I just, wanted to wear pink. So, yeah. So we just went shopping for 3 hours and now I'm just gonna be home. I was supposed to work today, but of course I got called out, but it wasn't like something super serious because it was really when I had woken up and I wanted to see if they had called me or not. And they actually called me pretty early this time. They called me around like 11 a.m. and I wasn't supposed to work till 2. And they called me pretty early today. They called me like at 10, 11 in the morning, so at least they gave me enough notice, so it wasn't really a big deal. I called them back like a half hour later and I was like, okay, that's fine. So, I mean, like I said, it was only a 3 hour shift. I mean, I need the hours, but at the same time, I am actually working Thursday through Sunday, so I have another 4 days off since I didn't work yesterday and I'm not working today or um, Tuesday or Wednesday. That reminds me, I have to text my sister because I'm thinking about seeing her on Wednesday. Okay, sorry. So anyway, I wasn't gonna go in with foundation today, but then I decided to. So I primed my face with the just the Smashbox Primer Photo Finish Foundation Primer just because I knew I was gonna have my foundation on for too long. So I just went in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color 110 Porcelain just because I wanted to wear it today. I was going to wear my Giorgio Armani, but I was only gonna wear that if I worked today. I didn't really want to waste it if I was just wearing it just to go out to the mall. So I just decided to go with a drugstore foundation. And I'm trying to finish up this one so I can start the next one because this is one of my go-to foundations, but probably the second one will take me a lot longer to get through. So yeah, anyway, and then I concealed with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair, and then I set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in the shade Warm Light, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same Wet n Wild powder, and then I mostly just went in with the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette today. I feel like I should start using like a lot more of my neutral palettes for like more, especially this palette because it's such a good basic palette and I need to whip it out and use it more over my Makeup Geek shadows because I've been using those a lot when I haven't been doing anything, but I love the look that these matte shadows make every time I use them. I was going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, but then I just decided to use this one because I was like, oh, I need to use this one. So I just went in with Nudie first as a transition shade, then I went in with Commando to darken up the crease, then I used Faith to add some dimension, and then I used Lockout to darken up the outer corners, and then for the brow bone I used the shades Blow and Pregame. I'm just looking at the palette in front of me because I don't remember all the shade names, so I'm just looking at the Ulta website. And then for my lid shade, I have been using more of my shades that I've hit pan on recently because I want to expand the pan and work on them more. So I just used Shimma Shimma on the lid. I have been throwing it on my lid a lot, but this is probably the last time I'm going to be using it for a while because since I'm going back to school next week, I'm going to be using a lot more like palettes and other stuff that I want to use rather than just like natural looks. So, and then that was it for the eyes, and then I just concealed under my eyes with the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. And then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then I just smudged Faith on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Makeup Geek's Rapunzel. Because again, I just want to use them as much as I can. And they're just standard shadows that just work with everything, especially just natural looks. If I'm just throwing on eyeshadow, those are usually my go-to eyeshadows. And then I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara on the top and bottom. It's just my favorite mascara for like natural looks. I hate that it transfers, but it's such a good mascara. Like, it really is a really good mascara. And then that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then for the blush, I went in with the LA Girl blush, just blushing in the shade Just Natural. And I went to grab it to reapply some more after I had like set my face and everything. I actually forgot to spray my face today. It's probably why my concealer broke apart a little bit. It really does help a lot more. Or like, but I did set my face with powder, but I didn't spray my face. I grabbed it to reapply it after I was done applying my makeup, and I dropped it, and it slipped out of my hand in the most like dumb way ever. It just like completely fell out of my hand, and I was like, great. So I shattered it on the floor. It wasn't like that badly shattered when I dropped it. It only like kind of broke in half, and then of course like when I was trying to fix it more, it just breaks apart. So I just repressed it, so I'm hoping that it will be okay. But it looks okay for now. I'm just letting it dry for a little bit. And then I'll just dab it with a paper towel. But I was so upset. I was like, oh my god, I love this blush. Why? And then for the highlight, I forgot how amazing this highlighter is. This is the ColourPop Double Play highlighter in the shade Getting Handsy, I believe. It's in the Duo. It's like the Getting Handsy Patted Down Duo. I swear, this highlighter is so gorgeous. It looks wet before you even put setting spray on, and it's still just as intense. Look how beautiful that is. I'm like obsessed. I forgot how good it was. I haven't used it this month yet because I've been rotating so many other highlighters, and this is gorgeous. And then I did mix it with a little bit of Here Kitty Kitty as well from ColourPop because I've been wanting to use that more as well. And it just looks so pretty together. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. And then for my brows, oh my god, I can't stand my best friend right now. There's always a problem with her. I went in with the NYX Micro brow pencil, and then I went over it with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for my lips, I went in with the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Contempo. And that's about it, you guys. So, I wanted to wear some of my older ColourPop Lippy Sticks lately, and I was like, I need to wear this one in Skimpy because I never wear Skimpy, and that's a really good nude shade, but my mom doesn't really love it on me, so that's why I wore the pink one instead today because we were going shopping and she was going to be like, oh, it's too pale for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking about recording a video in a little bit, but I might just relax today. I kind of just want to take my makeup off now. I don't really want to keep it on that much longer. I was thinking about filming a highlighting collection video because people have been requesting it for me on my other videos, but I don't really feel like filming today. I have like so many pre-recorded videos that I want to post that I probably won't post that unless I post a makeup collection video. I don't really feel like going through all of them, so I'm probably just going to take my makeup off and relax. I really haven't relaxed since like last Monday night, and this is like my only night to be home because I might go to the city on Wednesday and tomorrow I'm going to paint night. And I probably will be home Thursday. I'm just going to invite my boyfriend over. He'll probably come over then. But today he had to quit, so he wasn't able to come over. So yeah, that's about it. Bye! Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I feel like my eyeshadow kind of faded, but I don't really care because I'm going to go to sleep. I did get home around 1. It's like 1:20 right now. So remember how I said that me and my friends were supposed to do a paint night tonight? Liz actually ended up coming, and she was a little late, but actually it didn't even really matter what time we went because the place that we went to actually was closed and didn't tell anyone on like their Facebook or something that they were closed. So thank God one of my friends got there earlier than or on time because of course I was like late. I didn't get there till like almost 6:25, and then my friend Liz didn't get there until like 6:40. My highlight is blinding right now. I like am obsessed with it. But anyway, yeah. So we didn't end up being able to go because the place we wanted to go to was canceled. So we like stood out there for like 15 minutes waiting for Liz to show up. And then once she got there, we decided to go to a sushi place that actually one of my friends that we were hanging out with for the first time without one of my friends, because usually we hang out with her because Lisa, um, we met her through my friend Lisa, which is older than all of us, and we all used to work at Applebee's, and we were all trying to like get together this week. And we are like, let's do a paint night. And then, of course, the place we wanted to go to ended up being closed. So, but then, of course, Liz told me that this place that we went to, sorry, my leg is itching me like a motherfucker. If you guys didn't know, I do have eczema on my leg, so it does itch me on occasion. Um, so if I like bend down when I'm talking to you guys, it's only because I'm like itching the crap out of my leg sometimes. I do put on a cream, but sometimes it just gets itchy at night. Um, Yeah, but anyway, it was annoying because Liz had to come out from Patchogue to get to my town, and she doesn't live close by, and she had to ask her boyfriend to help her pay, and now we all have to try and get refunds for this paint night because we're all out like $27. So you either like use your refund for another paint night or you just get a refund. So I'm probably just gonna get a refund because I don't know when we're all gonna be able to go again, and honestly, I'm pretty annoyed that I wasted $30 and I would like it back. So, I'm sorry, my best friend is texting me. But anyway, I wore my Ariel shirt tonight out so I could wear a red lip. I was originally going to wear my other Maleficent shirt, but but I decided to wear this shirt. Sorry, I'm just like so distracted right now. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector, and then I went in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade Creamy Vanilla. And I also mixed it a little bit with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow just because that's my lightest shade that I have, so I don't have to waste like a higher end foundation, and also because the Urban Decay All Nighter is a little bit too heavy for this foundation, so I wanted to go in with a little bit lighter one. Not that the Infallible Pro Glow is like really light coverage, just more like a medium to full. But I feel like my skin was very dry when I was wearing this combo. Maybe it was because of the concealer, but I've been just finding that my skin has been getting even more dry lately. Um, and it was basically really dry around my nose area and a little bit around like this area, around like my T-zone basically, and I just feel like my skin felt very tight. Usually I don't feel like that with my foundation, but I feel like since I've been getting a little bit older, I feel like my skin has just been like being more dry. So, yeah. And then I concealed with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Retouch concealer, whatever it's called. I don't even know. In the shade Fair, I believe. So I used that, but I did mix it with the MAC Primer Radiant Rose just to lighten it up. So my face didn't really turn out yellow tonight, so that's good. Just because if I use the ColourPop one, it will oxidize, so that's why I wanted to use the Milani one, even though it's still not my favorite. It didn't really hold up very well. The foundation definitely held up better than the concealer. Excuse me. And then I set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Porcelain, in the shade 110 Porcelain, and then I primed my eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour base, and then went over that with the same Maybelline Fit Me powder. And then I just went in with the shade Bone from the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette, so I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or not. But then I decided to whip out the Disney Alice Through the Looking Glass palette and used a few shades from here because a couple of the shades were really pretty for this look. So I used Mad Hatter first to for that green shade that's in the crease, and I thought that was really pretty. Then I went in with, well, actually I went in with Reflection first to, as my crease shade, but I feel like it kind of completely faded. I feel like these don't really have that much lasting power. I forgot that I wanted to use a couple of Sugar Pill shadows tonight, but of course I forgot, so I went in with the Alice palette, but since I was wearing a Disney shirt, I thought it was, you know, appropriate. And also I've been wanting to whip this out and use it for a colorful look for a while, since I'm always using my Kat Von D Metal Matte palette because it's always the palette I pull out. I decided to use a red on the lid instead of a green, and I thought it turned out really pretty. And then I used the shade Hatter to darken up the crease. And then I used the shade Salazan Grum on the lid, and I've always really loved this shade. I just feel like, again, these shades don't really last very long. They have a beautiful pigmentation after you do your makeup, like right after you do it, but they don't last very long. That's the only problem I have with this palette. And then I went in with Gone Mad on the outer corners, but I feel like that kind of faded too. And then I went in with Looking Glass and Lily, which is these two right here on the brow bone. And then I line my eyes with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I am so tired, you guys. I really haven't been getting that much sleep lately, so I need to go to sleep at like in like an hour or something. It's like 1:30 right now. And then I line with the Wet n Wild eyeliner in the shade Black, and then I went over it a little bit with the NYX liquid liner. I know it looks like kind of a disaster right now, but I just don't care. And then that was it for the eyes, and then I concealed under the eyes with the Milani concealer and the MAC Prime and Radiant Rose, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then for the waterline, I went in with a Lancome eyeliner that you get in the Point Perks. But I went in with the Lancome liner on the under eyes, and I think it's called, it has like a French name, but they're really good eyeliners. You get them in like the Point Perks from Sephora, and I've tried the blue one before because I got that in a Point Perk, and they're really good. So I tried the purple one today, and I forgot to try it like another time when I was wearing like another the Maleficent shirt last week, so I tried it tonight, and it looked really pretty. So really nice purple eyeliner because I just decluttered my ColourPop one because that one's way too old. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Makeup Geek's Fantasy and Daydreamer, and I kind of pulled Daydreamer underneath here and then Fantasy up here to, you know, with the green and the purple, and kind of like tie those two together because there was green up here and then purple down here. So I thought that looked pretty cool. And then that was it for the eyes. And then I went in with the Lancome Seals XL Booster Primer on the top lashes, and then I went in with the Catrice Cosmetics Mascara. I'm like Catrice Cosmetics Mascara on the top and bottom lashes. I just want to get through the look already. And then for the bronzer, I went in with the NARS Laguna bronzer, but for some reason, every time I do like a contour or a bronzer, whatever, people always say how much they love my contour. And I don't know why that's like one of the biggest compliments I get, because I never think my contour or my bronzer looks good. I'm sorry for the jacked lip, by the way. My lips just did not work with me today, and I was like so hungry when I was getting ready. I just wanted to go and eat, and red lips are like the hardest thing for me to apply when I'm like tired or I'm like trying to like do it in a rush. So yeah, but my friend Melanie complimented my contour. She's like, "Can you teach me how to contour? It looks amazing." I'm like, "Thank you so much." Like, she doesn't really wear makeup, and that's like so flattering to me that she wants me to help her out. But like contouring is really like, I kind of just bronze my skin. I don't really like contour, but I actually really like the Too Faced Bronze Bookie brush to kind of like contour and bronze at the same time. But I still don't know what I'm doing, but I also think it's because I have high cheekbones that people think I do it well, but I really don't. I kind of just slap it on. Like, I really am like horrible at it, but it's really flattering. And then I went in with the shade Luster from the same Stephen Klein palette from NARS, and I just thought that was really pretty as a blush, so I just used that just because I didn't feel like digging for another one. And then for the highlight, I used both of my mermaid highlighters just because, of course, I'm wearing my Ariel shirt from The Little Mermaid, so I had to use my mermaid highlighters. So I went in with the Love Lux Beauty highlighter in the shade What Mermaids Are Made Of, and then I mixed it with the Lime Crime Mermaids palette, and I used the shades Pearl and the purple shade, which I can't remember the name of. Dang it, I'm sorry. But it's just the purple shade in the palette. So I mixed those three together. I know I'm a crazy highlighting person because literally the Love Lux Beauty one is so blinding, and I reapplied it when I got home because it kind of had faded a little bit because I think it's because of the foundation. When I reapplied it, it went on so beautifully that I barely had to put on any of the Lime Crime, but look at that. Like they're gorgeous, so I need to whip them out and use them more often. The Love Lux Beauty ones. I wanted to use What Unicorns Are Made Of tonight if I wore the other shirt, but since I wore a green and purple shirt, I wanted to have like a greener highlight and not like a pinky highlight. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I set everything with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I used a bunch of Milani products on my face today. And then for the brows, I just filled them in. I just brushed them through with a spoolie and then went in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade Homegirl. And then I filled them in with the Ofra Cosmetics Liquid Lipstick in the shade Havana Nights by Kathleen Lights. I haven't worn this one in a while, so I try to rotate all of my red lipsticks. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So I'm really, really tired, but we ended up going to a sushi place that my friend Melanie has been trying to get us to go to, and I'm not going to the city tomorrow now. I was supposed to go to the city to see my sister, but I ended up spending like $35 at the sushi place because I had to help out Liz because she doesn't have money right now. So I bought us a sushi roll to share, and then I got her some sake that was only like $5, and then I got my own drink, and that was what we had. And then Melanie got us some edamame, which was really, really sweet of her. Probably because we got her some cake last time we saw her, because when we went to happy hour, it was close to her birthday, and me and Lisa bought her a dessert. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. So bye. I need to go. I'm super tired. So bye. Okay, so hi, I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I'm just whispering because it is kind of late again. So remember how I said that I wasn't sure that I was going to the city or not today? Well, I actually ended up going, and I ended up seeing my sister. And remember how I said that I wasn't sure if I was going to have money for it? Sorry, my dress is like driving me insane. Let me just close the door really quick. Yeah, so anyway, I have to get up for work at like 10, like 9:30, so I'm hoping to go to sleep at like 2 at least, because I really have been getting shit sleep lately, like absolute like shit sleep, honestly. Like it's been freaking horrible. My highlight looks okay in her corner. I don't really care, honestly. But anyway, I didn't go to sleep till like 4 a.m. last night. I really couldn't fall asleep, and I still ended up getting up for the city today. But I really wanted to see my sister because, you know, it is my last day off until school starts, and I was like, you know what, I really want to go to the city before the school starts, because I haven't been to NYC since I live on Long Island. It's not that hard to get to New York City, and I hadn't been there since summer, like August, for the US Open or the Gaga concert. Because after the US Open, I went back to my sister's apartment. So technically, I was in the city, even though the US Open is not in the city, it's more in Queens. So anyway, I wore my Urban Outfitters dress today, and I wore some leggings. So it wasn't like a crazy, like dressed up dress. It was just like a plaid dress with some leggings and some lace-up boots, my La Canadians, which are like my favorite, and then I wore just like a black sweater over it. My sister was like wearing something like really chilled. Usually she doesn't really dress up, and I thought she would have worn something kind of cute, but whatever. So originally we were supposed to, actually, originally I was supposed to go over my best friend's house, or my boyfriend was going to come over, but then I was like, you know what, I kind of really want to go to the city. And even though I said that that I spent too much money last night because we had to go to a sushi place rather than going to the paint night that we wanted to go to. Um, my mom and my dad both gave me money to go to the city today, so that was really nice of them. They both asked me if I had cash on me, and I said no, so I don't even know how I blasted through the $80 that they gave us, though. I thought I only spent like 60 or 70, but everything adds up. And my dad also gave me $20 for my train ticket, so I only had to spend $10 on the subway, and that was it. So, because for all the subway trips back and forth, uh, from Penn to where we wanted to go, and then from Washington Square to my sister's apartment, and then my sister's apartment back to my train. So anyway, back to Penn, I mean. So we originally were supposed to meet at this place called Toto Ramen, and I was supposed to meet her in Columbus Circle, but then she told me around like probably 20 minutes before I got to Penn that she was like, you know what, it's okay, I'm just gonna meet you at Penn and I'll be there soon. And I was like, okay, like, are you sure? And she said, yeah, it's easier for me. And I was like, okay. So she ended up meeting me at Penn, so we both just took the subway from there, and we went to this closer by ramen place to where we were, and it was called Ramen Dash Ya, so it was called Ramen Ya, and it was really, really good. It was like this really small, tiny place, and I love ramen. I can go for ramen anytime, and plus, when you go for ramen in the city, it's a super cheap meal that's really, really good and super satisfying, so I was like, hell yeah, of course I'm gonna have ramen, so it was really good. And then we went to the Bite Beauty Lip Lab, and I've been dying to go there. You guys know what Bite Beauty is. They have lip labs in certain parts of the country. I think they only have 3 in the US because I looked at it on their website, and they have one in NYC. And I've been dying to go there, and I was like, we should go there because we've been dying to go there together. But the lipsticks to create your own are like $55. So we didn't realize it was so expensive. So we just went there just to check it out. And she was like, we should do this in the summertime, and we should go more towards your birthday, and we should save up and do this together. I was like, okay, sure. So we're going to go in the summertime. But I'm hoping to visit her again around like spring break or something. And I'm hoping that me and Josh can both go see her, and we hopefully can do like a double date or something with her and her boyfriend. So after that, we went to this really famous bakery called Dominique's. I think it's just as famous as Magnolia Bakery. And we went there, and we got like this hot chocolate marshmallow hot chocolate, and it goes on the top, the marshmallow goes on top of the hot chocolate, and then it like blooms into like this flower, and it was so pretty. So we went there and we got hot chocolate, and then we also got a slice of chocolate cake, and it was so good, but we took it to go so we could eat the dessert later. She was like, yeah, let's get something to go, and she said, you pick something, and we were gonna go to her apartment to eat dinner anyway. I took a shower this morning because I got home too late last night to take a shower, but I'm kind of tempted to take a shower tomorrow morning, but literally, you have to always like wash the dirt off of yourself after you go to the city. That's like you feel disgusting. So, I mean, I don't feel too gross since it was like freezing today. It's more so like when you go there like in the summertime, but I still feel gross like not showering after I go to the city. So, yeah. So anyway, and then we went to Tea and Sympathy. She was the one that wanted to go there, and I was like, yeah, let's go because, I went there like last year, and I picked up my boyfriend's favorite cookies in the universe. These are his favorite cookies. They're British cookies, and they're called Jammy Dodgers, and they're like a raspberry jelly cookie. I ate one, that's why it's open. I'm gonna have to find something to like seal this with. I feel bad that I opened it, but I wanted my sister to try it, and she said they were really, really good. But these are his favorite cookies, and if you guys watch Doctor Who, you guys know that this is like the biggest cookie that they talk about in that show, and that's how I knew about them. And I think that he told me about these like the first year we were dating, and I think it was before I started watching Doctor Who. And then when I finally got into like Matt Smith's seasons, I was like, that's so funny. So if you guys watch Doctor Who, you totally know what I would be talking about. But I got 2 packs for him um, to give to him because usually when me or him go to the city, we always like get something for each other. So I got those for him last time I was there, and I'm getting them for him now so he can eat those. So yeah, I just thought it was cute, and I might keep like two for myself. So anyway, and then after that we went back to her apartment because we were really, really cold after that because we walked to Tea and Sympathy and we were like freezing our butts off and we were like, yeah, we really don't want to go anywhere else. So we went back to her apartment and she picked up like this rotisserie chicken from this Peruvian place and it was so good. I was like, yeah, let's just eat in for dinner. And I gave her like the rest of the money that my parents gave us. And then we went to, I'm sorry that this is like taking me 10 million years for me to describe what we did, but I'm going to go through my makeup in like 5 minutes because I'm like literally just going to take it off. Um, then we went and then we watched a movie and my sister really wanted to watch like well she didn't really care what we watched, but I actually found a movie on Amazon for 50 cents and it's a movie that I've been wanting to see for a while. It's called Father of the Bride with Steve Martin. I'm sure you guys know what it is. But the original is with Spencer Tracy, and my sister loves Spencer Tracy, and I was like, well, I really want to watch the remake, and I've been wanting to watch it for like a long time. She's like, yeah, that's totally fine. And it was only 50 cents. I was like, I guess I picked the perfect movie. So my sister made like something in the slow cooker for her to like eat tomorrow, and then she like made some mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts to go with the chicken, and then we ate the chicken and we were started to watch the movie, and then we sat on the couch and ate the chocolate cake like 20 minutes later. So yeah, it was really nice. And then that was it. And then my train was delayed. My subway was delayed going back, so that fucking sucked. So I ended up missing the train that I needed to take, so I had to take a train an hour later. And I was like, of course, like, because I spent an extra 2 minutes in my sister's apartment, but it didn't really make a difference because I probably would have been late anyway. Like, I still would have gotten there by like 10:20 and the train would have left already. So I just got home now. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Winner and the Stila One Step Corrector, and then I went in with the Lancome Taint Idol 24-Hour Makeup Foundation in the color 210 Buff N. And oh my god, this foundation held up so amazingly. I really wanted to test it out in the city all day because I have not done that with this foundation yet because obviously I haven't went to the city, and it looked so good. It held up better than the concealer that I used. So I'm pretty much like 100% in love with this foundation. Like nothing like it was so good. I love it. Maybe it's just my normal skin that it looks like right now, but I don't know. It was just like it's so comfortable still. Like my skin feels like a little dry, but nothing too crazy. Like it still feels really comfortable. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just like a placebo effect of me loving this foundation, but I really do love this foundation. So and then I concealed with the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in the color Fair Warm, and then I set my face with the NYX HD Powder, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same NYX powder. And then I went in with Makeup Geeks Beaches and Cream today, and then I just went in with a couple of single shadows because I wanted to go in with a glitter on my lid. So I went in with Bobbi Brown's Toast and then Bobbi Brown's Camel, because I wanted to use those two single shadows, and then I went in with Anastasia's Hot Chocolate on the outer corners, which is my favorite brown for the outer corners, and then for the lid, I went in with the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow eyeshadow in the shade Bronzed Belle, and then for the brow bone, I went in with Vanilla Bean and Mirage by Makeup Geek, and that's pretty much it. And then for the liner, I went in with the NYX Matte Liquid Liner and a little bit of the Wet n Wild Felt Tip Liner in the shade Black. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Urban Decay Concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD Powder. And then I lined my waterline with the Lancome eyeliners that you get in like the little point perks. I forgot what the names of them, but they're really good. Like this actually held up really well. I mean, I did reline it when I got home, but it didn't look like terrible. So I really do like these eyeliners. And then for the mascara, I went in with the Lancome Seals XL Booster Primer on the top, and then the Catrice Cosmetics mascara. No, the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara on the top, and then the Catrice Cosmetics mascara on the bottom. I really need to find a new bottom lash mascara because the NYX one is like already dried out. I don't know what happened to it, but the NYX Skinny Mascara and the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, the Micro Brow Pencil broke, and the Skinny Mascara is dried out. Like, I only was able to use the Skinny Mascara, like, twice, and then for some reason it dried out. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just expired when I bought it. I have no idea. But it was sealed when I bought it, so. And then for the inner corners, I went in with Makeup Geek's Magic Act, the foiled eyeshadow, because I've been trying to use those more on the inner corners to use them more. And then for the bronzer, of course, I used NARS's Laguna Bronzer. It's just my go-to, so I use it all the time. I love it so much. And then I just cleaned it up a little bit with the Paloma powder in the Stephen Klein palette. And then for the blush, I just went in with my go-to formula for the city, which is Becca. And I used the Becca Cosmetics, what are they called? Mineral blush in the shade Amaretto from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And then I highlighted with the Ofra Cosmetics, of course, gold highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive. I don't think I've used the gold one this year yet, so I had to whip it out and use it today, and it's just so pretty. And then I mixed it with Prosecco Pop from the Jaclyn Hill palette from Becca. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I started everything with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Then I just brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. I just couldn't be bothered filling them in. And then I was going to wear a brown lip today, but then I was like, nah, I don't really feel like keeping up with a brown lip. So I just went in with my go-to nude. This is my favorite nude. So I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the Wet n Wild Perfect Palette Lip Liner in the shade Bear to Comment. Oh my god, I'm brain farting so bad. And then I filled them in with the Lime Crime Velveteen in the shade L, which is my favorite. I love the Lime Crime Velveteens, especially the nude ones. I just wear this one like all the time. I just wore this like last week. But yeah, that's it. I gotta go because I have work in the morning, so bye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I am so exhausted from yesterday, you guys, that I'm just going to say the makeup look and then take my makeup off. I'm supposed to go to my boyfriend's house. I'm waiting for him to text me on when he's going to be home from school. I did just get home from work, so I'm just going to eat a little something because I'm starving. I didn't really have a full meal today. I'm just going to eat a couple of these. They're like sitting in front of me, and they're so good. Okay, so anyway, I was really, really hungry, and my poopers is with me. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't with this house. I can't. Alright, I'm just going to go through it really quickly, because I'm still waiting for my boyfriend to text me back, so, because he can never text me, because he makes me wait every single time we're supposed to hang out, and drives me fucking insane. So, yeah, so anyway, I primed my face with the, Smashbox Primer Water and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. And then I went in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the color 2. And then I concealed with the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade Porcelain Fair. What are you doing? And then I set my face with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation in the color 2. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same Giorgio Armani powder. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie and Beaches and Cream as my transition shades. And then I went in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette today just because I really wanted to use it. I'm trying to get through like all my neutral palettes this month so I can use them before school starts, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use every single palette I want to use till school starts, since school starts in like 3 days. Well, it's okay. Why are your eyes like that, sweetie pie? It's alright. And then I went in with the Salted Caramel shade from the Chocolate Bar palette. Then I darkened up the crease more with milk chocolate, and then I used hot chocolate on the outer corners, and then I used Salted Caramel on the lid, and then I used white chocolate on the brow bone. Hello, sweetie pie. Love you. Hi. Just trying to keep him calm because he goes crazy if he's in the other room with my other dog, so I just wanted to hold him for a few minutes. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Catrice concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then I smudged Salted Caramel on the lower lash line, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Champagne Truffle. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara on the top and bottom, and that was it for the eyes. I kind of had to like do my eyes in a rush today. Because I was just so tired this morning. I had to get up at like 9:40 for work, and then I finished work at like 3:30 because I had work 11 to 3:30. Would you please calm down, or flounders? Calm down, or flounders. And that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Peach. I haven't used it in a while, so I wanted to use it today. And then for the highlight, I used the Anastasia Glow Kit, the Ultimate Glow Kit in the shades Amber Gold and White Gold, I believe. And I used those two together just because I really wanted to whip it out and use it today. I haven't used it in a while. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Pad, and then I started everything with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Then I just brushed my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. I really have to tweeze this eyebrow because it looks like a hot mess. And then for my lips, I prime them with the NYX lip primer. Then I line them with the MAC ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Buffy, I believe. One of the nude shades, or oh snap, I can't remember which one. And then I filled them in with the Jouer Cosmetics lip cream in the shade Creme Brulee. I know it's a little bit messed up, but I don't care because I'm taking it off now. So that's it. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to have some Advil because I'm like starting to get a headache right now. And then I should be heading to his house in like, I don't know, like an hour or something, but that's it. But I just wore my gray cardigan today because this is what I was going to wear on Monday, but since I was cut, I wore it today, obviously. Just wanted to do something simple. And I started like getting upset this morning, so if my eyeshadow was a little bit unblended, I'm sorry, but I did have to fix it because I was like crying. So yeah, that was great. So yeah, bye. Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today as my hair is like insane today. So I just got home from work. I'm about to take my makeup off. I didn't really feel like reapplying it because I'm home now and my boyfriend's actually going to be coming over in a little while. He texted me like an hour ago saying hi, and I just texted him like 20 minutes ago because I had just gotten out of work at 3 and we were doing like shipment today. So I'm home now. I'm still really tired because again, I didn't go to sleep till like 3, but at least I finally have been getting sleep. Like the past 2 days I actually did fall asleep. So that's good for once, because I was getting up early yesterday and the day before, today, so anyway, I just wore my Lucky Velvet shirt again with the little, this shirt is so cute, I love it, and it has like a flared bottom, I love it, and this is the second time I'm wearing it to work, and then I just wore my new cashmere aqua sweater over it. Oh my god, my hair is like such a static ball because the coat that I wear is like so staticky because I just got it. So anyway, yeah, that's basically it. So for my face, I prime my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Becca First Light Priming Filter, the little sample. And then I went in with my favorite foundation, the Lancome Taint Idol 24-Hour Makeup in the shade 210 Buff N. I just love it, so I just wanted to use it again today. It just makes my skin look so flawless and beautiful. And then I just wanted to use some go-to favorites today. And then I went in with the, just my blush is really subtle, but I actually really like it that way. And then I went in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer, the Aqua Sealer in the shade Fair Light, just because I love it. And then I went over everything with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 110 Porcelain, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same Maybelline powder. I'm also hungry, and I haven't had coffee the past 2 mornings because I've been bringing bananas to work because I haven't been having time to eat them here because I've been getting up like an hour before work, so I've just been getting ready, putting my lipstick on and going out the door and bringing like a snack and like a banana with me. So, but they don't really give you a hard time about eating at work, so it's not really a big deal. And then for my eyes, I went in mostly with the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette today just because I really wanted to use it and I really wanted to use this shade on my lid. So I was like, I'm going to use it today because I feel like when I don't use the Colored Rain palette or the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, I get like anxiety. At least like once a month because I know I've been getting new palettes. So I have to use those at least once or twice a month or I get like annoyed that I haven't used them. So for my eyes, I went in with the shade Air first, then I darkened up the crease more with Royal Prerogative, and then I went in with, I am totally forgetting the names of this palette, just give me a second as I'm opening up Spotify and not Firefox. Let me just Google the palette really quick. Colored Rain, Queen of Hearts. I think I went in... I used, Royal Prerogative in the crease, and then I went in with Duchess on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I went in with the shade Royal Highness because I really wanted to use it on my lid today. Because usually when I use this palette, I'm always using like Your Majesty, Noble Woman, and what's the other one? The red shade. Yeah, Noble Woman. It looks like purple on the website. Noble Woman, Queen Mother, and Your Majesty. I use those ones like the most on my lid, so I really wanted to use Royal Highness today, and I thought it looked so pretty. And then for the brow bone, I just went in with Makeup Geek's Vanilla Bean and Mirage, and I just mixed those two together because there's not really a brow bone highlight in the palette. And that was it. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Tarte concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder. And then I just smudged Royal Prerogative on my lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with the shades Your Majesty and Crown. And I thought it looked really pretty on the inner corners. I don't know why this one kind of faded, but whatever. And then I just went in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara again on the top and bottom lashes. I didn't have time to align my waterline both times I did my makeup, so it's not really a big deal to me. And I was just listening at my mom like was saying something to me, and that was it. And then for the bronzer, I just went in with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer filter. And then for the blush, I went in with the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I haven't used that in like forever, the blush palette. And I used the shades Lo-Fi and OC, and I mixed those two together. And then for the highlight, I used my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Press in the shade Opal just because I really wanted to use it today, and I'm trying to go back to some old school highlights. After returning the Cover FX highlighting palette and the Bobbi Brown one, I wanted to go back and use older ones. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. I forgot to set my makeup today with a setting spray, so I just decided not to bother because why would I just set it and just tell you guys what my makeup is and then take it off? That would be such a waste. So I just set it with powder today. And then for the, I wanted to use the Balms Mary Luminizer as my highlight originally, but I forgot that I had moved like some of my broken highlighters into my room, so it would be easier for me to store them rather than storing them on my toilet, like on the top of my toilet, and having like an open box because it's been getting too full and I've been putting like more stuff in there because I broke a blush recently, so I decided to move it to my room, and I didn't bother to get it out of my room because that just would have wasted more time, so I'll wear it probably like on Sunday or something. And then for the brows, I just brushed them through with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for my lipstick, I didn't prime them, I just lined them with the Maker Forever lip pencil in the shade 1C, and then I filled them in with the NARS Audacious lipstick in the shade Brigitte just because I really wanted to use it today. I never really use this lipstick too often, but then I lightened it up a little bit more with the Becca Cosmetics Crystal Lip Topper, like the glittery one in the shade Champagne Dream times Bellini, and I went over it with that. It was so comfortable to wear, and originally I was going to wear NARS's Orgasm over it, but then I decided to wear the Becca one, and it looks so pretty. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'm gonna go because I would like to take my makeup off and just relax for the rest of the night. I don't know when he's coming over. Hopefully within the next hour and a half because I need to eat soon because I didn't really eat today. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi. So just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I actually just got home from work. I'm gonna be going to my boyfriend's house in like probably an hour because I forgot that I needed to try on some stuff when I was leaving work today. And today would have been like the only time I would have time until like Thursday, and my mom usually like doesn't want to go out shopping with me during the week. I start school tomorrow. Literally, like, I have to clean my room so badly, and I don't really want to leave my boyfriend's house later than like 9 o'clock tonight, so I'm going to try and get there before 5. I want to get there by 4:30 the latest, so I'm just going to take my makeup off and take a shower. So for my shirt, I wore the sequin top that I wore in like a Get Ready With Me for Christmas, or like a tutorial for Christmas, and I also wore this on Christmas Eve, so that was the last time I wore it, so I was like, I need to wear it today, so I wore it with this lace blazer that I really love. It's not really a blazer, it's more like a cropped blazer jacket, and I love it so much. It's so cute. So I thought it looked perfect with it, and then I just wore my Stella jeans with it and like these platform shoes from Stuart Weitzman. I love them. They're like so cute. But they were killing my feet by like the third hour, so I can't wear them more than like 3 hours and then they start hurting. But they're a really comfortable platform shoe. So anyway, for my makeup, I prime my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. And then I went in with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation in the shade Ivory or whatever it's called. And then I concealed with the ColourPop Cosmetics No Filter Concealer in the color light beige, or beige 25, which is still the wrong shade for me. I wish I had the right shade in that because I love the formula and it really does not crease. It's such a good concealer. It just ends up being too yellow on me, but it was okay today. But I can't really wear it with like more like yellow foundations, or it makes my foundation like too yellow. So yeah. And then I set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. I was going to use the MAC powder, but I forgot to use it today, so it's really okay. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same Maybelline powder. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie shade as my transition shade. And then I went in with the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette today. I'm just trying to rotate a lot of my palettes again and trying to use like as many as I can. Because I have so many palettes that it's like hard for me to wear everything all the time. So I went in with peanut butter first, then I darkened out the crease more with mousse, then I used truffled on the outer corners, and then I used coconut cream on the brow bone, which is funny because I decided to get like this new drink at Starbucks today, and it has coconut milk in it, and I just so happening to be wearing the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and the brow bone highlight's called coconut cream. I just think that's funny because it was kind of like a coconut cream drink. It was like a strawberry Aussie drink with coconut milk in it. It was pretty good. It just made me like extremely thirsty, but it was good. And then for the lid shade, I finally got to whip out and wear ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Lightning Bug. It's just such a gorgeous shade, so I really wanted to wear it today because it's only the second time I'm wearing it. And then I concealed under my eyes with the ColourPop Concealer and the MAC Pepper Prime Radiant Rose because I used that all over my face as well to lighten up the ColourPop Concealer. And then I set that with the e.l.f. HD Powder. And then I smudged mousse on the lower lash line from the Chocolate Bar palette. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Buttered Pecan. I just didn't feel like going into another shade because I was like already kind of late to work. Well, not late to work. I just like needed to go and finish my face. So I just popped on one shade and that was it. For the inner corners. And then I did line my waterline today because I did want to add a little bit of dimension. So I just used the Maybelline gel liner, skinny gel liner in the shade brown just because it's the easiest thing for me to grab when I'm like in a rush. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara on the top and bottom lashes, and that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin with my Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer filter. I am trying to use up that this year, so I'm trying to not use NARS Laguna as much, but NARS Laguna has been like my absolute go-to this like whole month already. I've been using it for months ever since I like discovered how amazing it is, and now I just can't put it down. I love it so much. So I've been definitely expanding the pan on that one too. So it's definitely been easier for me to like expand the pan on bronzers this year. It's definitely like, you know, the thing that you use like the most. Even though I don't wear it every day, like I only have like 4 bronzers in my collection, so it's easy for me to hit pan on them. And then for the blush, I went in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Apricot in the middle just because I wanted to wear it and because it was on top, so I just used that. And I've been wanting to wear it for a while anyway. And then for the highlight, I just really wanted to wear this highlighter again, so I went in with the ColourPop Pressed Powder Highlight in the shade Here Kitty Kitty because Kathleen Lights posted a video yesterday about her favorite ColourPop products again. So I wanted to use a couple of ColourPop, like the highlight, the lid shade, and the lippy stick, which I wore one of their lippy sticks today, just because I wanted to use Too Faced and ColourPop. And then I set, which is such a beautiful highlight. Like, look how pretty that is. So gorgeous. Like, I'm obsessed with their highlighters. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I set everything with the Milani Make It Last Stunning Spray. And then for the brows, I just brushed them through with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for the lips, I didn't prime them because I just didn't feel like it. I probably should though with the old, especially the older lippy sticks that I have. I might have to declutter this one just because every time I wear it, there's like a white film on my lips. And I feel like it's just not as good as it used to be. But I did like it with this look. So I just lined my lips with the MAC Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Strip Down. And then I filled them in with the ColourPop lippy stick in the glossy finish in the shade Skimpy because I haven't worn this one in forever, so I really wanted to wear it today. I was going to wear an Ultra Satin lip, but then I just wanted to wear regular lipstick because I just wanted to throw it on. I do find if you don't wear really like a lip primer or if you wear the lippy sticks for a couple of hours, they do kind of get a little bit drying. So, but it's also, I think it's because this is an older lipstick and I've had it for a long time. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And I wanted to wear a ColourPop lippy lip liner, but I couldn't find the one I wanted to wear. I wanted to wear Skimpy, but I couldn't find it. So it's probably in my bag somewhere. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm freaking starving. So I just want to go to his house and eat because I'm starving. So bye.